So, good morning, everyone. Let's make this short, and I'm going to give my understanding about the chapter 1 to 6. So, first is we have the chapter 1. What I understand about uh, it is all about the ancient civilization who invented uh, the things that is now in the modern world, like for example the time clock and also the wheels. So as we can see that their inventions was very helpful to us humans. As the time passes, uh, it transport it innovates by the modern people. So for example, we have the bicycle, we have the tricycle, we have the vehicle. So in the time clock is we have the watch, we have the cell phone. So it's very advanced in terms of technology. So that is all I understand about the chapter 1. It's all about the inventions and who invented it, uh, these things. So that's all. So in the chapter 2, everyone, I understand about it. It talks about the long-term debate between the two astronomical philosophers, and I learned that heliocentricism is all about the sun-centered and the planet is moving around it, while the geocentrism, it talks about geo. From the word geo, it means Earth. So in the geocentrism, he believes that the Earth was the center of it all, and the sun and the planets are moving around the Earth. And I learned that Darwinian theory is the origins of species, and namely we have the Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo habilis. So these are the evolutions of human. So history is very helpful for us because in determining what is the origins of humans or species. So that is all of what I understand about chapter 2. So let's make this short. In chapter 3 is what I said about it. It talks about the colonization between the colonizers. Namely, we have the American, Japanese, we have the Spanish colonization, pre-colonization, and colonization. So each one of them has their contribution and imparted their knowledge towards the people. And I I learned that uh, I learned the five president of the Philippines. Mainly, we have Ferdinand Marcos, we have the uh, Corazon Aquino, and we have Fidel Ramos, Estrada, and Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and they have their own way of guiding people and also serve people, and each one of them has uh, contributed in our country. And that is all of what I understand about chapter 3. So what I said about chapter 4 was the philosophical view of a German philosopher towards the technology. So his name was Martin Heidegger, and he believed that technology is highest and dangerous, it's not an instrument, and also it's not a product of human activity. So I learned that the aletheia is the anhedonist, while the piosis is to bring forth. Mainly, it has four types. So we have the causa formalis, we have the causa materialis, causa finalis, and causa efficiens. And the technique is, I learned that technique is art or skill, and uh, that is all what I stand about the chapter 4. So in the chapter 5, what I understand about it, it talks about the developing and the progressing of a certain country. And uh, there are people who share the views about on how to develop and progress a country, on how to know what, on how to know how the country was progressing. Namely, we have Jason Hickel and the other people who share their views about it. And that is what I learned about chapter 5. So in the chapter 6 is what I understand about it. It talks about the what it means to have a good living, or what means of good living. So in Aristotle's point of view, it talks about it's not just pleasures that can make or can people achieve eudaimonia or the greatest happiness, but by doing good or uh, being a good person is exemption. So being a good person is enough to achieve eudaimonia or the greatest happiness. And I learned that golden mean is the balance between deficit and the excess. And there are the modern concepts of good living. We have the Hinduism, the existentialism, we have the utilitarianism. So in Hinduism is we have the happiness as pleasure, and the utilitarianism, it talks about the greatest majority of happiness. While the three socialism, it talks about the authenticity, the responsibility of a certain person, and the perma is the overall well-being of a person. And that is all what I understand about chapter 6.